Drawtopia!
Hi art buddies and welcome to Drawtopia. Today we're going to take a photograph and transform it into a cartoon character. If you'd like to use the example I'm using, I've left a link below in the description. Alternatively, feel free to use your own photograph if you like. Now let's get drawing. The supplies we'll be needing are a pencil or a pacer, whichever you prefer, an eraser, a marker pen, and some coloured pens for later on. I've added timestamps to this video, so if you'd like to skip the drawing part of this video and jump straight into the marker pen, hover over the timeline below. So what we're going to do first is we're going to do a circle in the page, and we're just going to mark a line through the middle of the circle, horizontally and vertically, and we don't have to be perfect. Just going to help us give us an indication of the face and portion of the eyes. Now with the eyes, we're going to try and do it straight in the middle of this line here. So we're just going to do a circle like that and another big circle like that. And we want some big circles, we want some big eyes, because that's what makes a really great cartoon. Next, we want to do his nose, and I'm just going to do a little curve at the top, just in line or above the bottom of the eyes. And then we're going to do another line opposite way and a little bit bigger on the bottom, just to do his nose. And then we're going to do another curve here for his smile, and just put a little line on either side of each side of that curve. Next, we're just going to make his neck, just put a couple of lines here and here, and we'll add some ears. So just halfway of the eye, or even on the horizontal line, we're just going to do a bit of an oval shape, come in and come towards the circle here, and we're going to do exactly the same on the other side, like so. A little bit bigger. And now what we're going to do is do the shape of his face. Now I noticed he has, you can see his chin, so let's use that feature and add that to our cartoon character. So we're going to start from the top of the ear, or this horizontal line, and we're going to start curving, and we're going to make our way to the middle and stop just before this line, somewhere around there where the neckline is. Then we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Start with a bit of a curve and then come in and stop. And for the chin, we're just going to do another curve and come just past each side of those lines we just drew, like so. And he's looking really good. Put some eyebrows just above the eyes, like that. Now for the hair, and again we want to exaggerate, we want to make it bigger than the picture, because again that's what makes it look like a cartoon character. So we'll start with the left hand side where he's got a bit of a shaved side head, and just in the middle and top of the ear we're going to do a big curve up and maybe just above the circle that we initially drew. You want to do a bit of a curve here, and he has a bit of messy hair in the corner, so let's try and replicate that in a cartoon way. And we're going to do a curved line down here, and then we're going to come back and do a point like that. Might do one more little one here like that. Now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to go the opposite way, like so. And then we're going to do the top of the head, make our way, and his hair kind of flicks up, so let's do another point at the top. And come down And then we're going to do this another couple of times, maybe out to here. And at the moment I'm kind of near the ear line now. Come back down. One more out here. And again, if I draw a line here, we're just a little past the ear line now. Down, do another swoosh here, down, and now for the fringe. Put a line here. Let's come to this side again, and we'll do his sideburns. So we're just going to put a line and just go past the ear. Then we're going to do a curved line. We're going to start curving to the right, and then we're going to curve to the left, and just maybe in line with the circle that we initially drew, about there. Now we're going to go the other way and do his hair across his forehead, and going to curve down, and then curve just a little bit back around, and we're going to end up very close to the top of the eyes and just off center. Then we're going to go back up. Then we're going to go cross, and we're going to cross through the eyebrow just a little bit. And then we're going to go back up again. And then one more, just approaching the original circle we did. And like so, and then we'll make that little point down the bottom, just around the ear, as you can see. We'll just do one little sneaky line here. Right, and that's his hair. As you can see, it's bigger and bolder and looking like a really cool cartoon character. Let's do his eyes now, and I think instead of circles, let's, around the base of the circle we did, let's do a curved line. And it can be just a bit above, and you can cut it off like so. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Now we're going to do our oval like our circle and connect each corner. Nice round circle. Nice round oval, I should say. Oval. And we're going to do the pupils, and we're going to do the pupils not in the center, just a little bit in. So if I draw a line here, we want to do the eye just on the left hand side, and then on the right hand side we're going to do just on the right hand. And what's that's going to do is make it look like he's looking at us straight through the camera. We're going to do a little oval here, and this is going to be a little light reflection on the eye, and we're going to do it on the same side on the other side as well. And then finally, just above the light bubble that we've just done, we're going to start there and do another oval inside the eye, come around and meet the bottom of the eye, and again we're going to do the same, and we're just going to touch the top of this light bubble and come to the side of the eye like that. Now we're going to just finish him off by, let's put a shirt on him. So from the neckline, let's just do a diagonal line out, just simple. And then we're going to do a curve here, so it looks like he's wearing a shirt. And then just a line on either side of that to give it a bit of stitching, a bit of dynamics. We'll add a line to the ear. I think his ear's a little big, so I'm going to make his ears a little smaller here. I'm going to put a line here and then a curve just underneath it, and then we'll do exactly the same thing on the other side. Like so. And there we have it. It's looking good, and we're starting to get our little character established. Now it's time to get our marker pens out. If you like, we can start removing all the original circles and lines that we used. Like so. So we can just see the picture a bit better and a bit clearer for when we use our marker pens. If you feel you've also drawn a bit too dark, feel free to go over it just slightly so you can just see the lines that we want to trace. I might pause this here and I will see you once I've rubbed out all the pencil that I feel I need to get rid of. Okay, so I've erased all the vertical horizontal line, the original circle we did, and just slightly gone over all the lines and faded it out just enough so I can see it. And now we get into our marker pen, and we'll start with the eyes, and we're going to do our curve on the bottom, curve on the bottom of the other side, curve over and around, do it on the other side again, repeat. We'll do our pupil, like so, and our light circle, and for the colour part of the eye, add the line, like so. Let's do our nose with a little curve like that, and now a smaller curve at the top. I'm going to do a big curve for the mouth so it looks like he's smiling. I'm going to put a little curve on the end of each side. Big curve for the ears. Do the detail inside the ears with a little curved line and a little half circle. And now for the other side. Repeat the same thing. Now we'll do the edge of the face. Curve, 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 stop. Curve, 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 stop. And then we'll do the chin. As you can see, I've just gone over the line slightly, just so you can see that chin a little bit more. Add the little neck. Now we'll do the hair. Curve. Curve up to the point. Do a curve outside. Our messy hair part. Yeah, up and back. Curl all the way around. Curl up to a point. Do our other point. Another point. One more. And a curve down to the top of the ear. Add this curve here for the sideburn. Maybe add just a little line here. I'm going to do the rest of the fringe. Curve around to the right, now off to the left. Connect the top of this line and we're going to curve around and down. And then similar to this line, we're going to curve to the left and then go up towards the right. Curve and up to the point like that. Let's add our eyebrow. And I think we'll just do just a little one, and we'll do another one here. And you might have noticed I've gone through the hair, and what that makes it look like is if you can see the eyebrow going through the hair color, which gives it a bit more dynamics to the picture. And let's just finish off his body. We're doing a little couple of lines like so, half circle for the t-shirt, just a couple of lines on the edge to finish it off. Now we're going to erase the rest of the pencil. If there's any pencil left, we can get rid of that now. And then we can start colouring in. I'm going to pause this. Feel free to pause it yourself and get colouring in, and I'll see you once I'm done. And we are done. As you can see, I've added a little bit of texture and shadowing to my character. I've added a darker tone of the skin color around some of the features of his eyes, ears, chin and neck. I've added a darker yellow outline for his hair, just so it pops out a little bit more. And as you can see, I've added blue all around him, just so he can jump off the page that little bit more. Because there was a lot of colouring in, I always like to have a piece of paper underneath, just so in case it bleeds through the paper, we don't want to be marking the table. How did you guys go? Did you use the same picture as me, or did you choose your own picture? I hope you had as much fun as I did creating a cartoon character. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.